Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. And myself Bala here. And this video, we are going to discuss about the Camarilla L5 reversal. The stock which is going to reverse from that L5, so that we can simply finding out by the charting scanners, because you have given you such a good support on my previous videos regarding the Camarilla, and also you given me a lot of engagement and the scanners creations that was working. And today in this video we are going to see one of the scanner which we can use the Camarilla level to find out a trend reversal at the lowest level. Mostly we are planning for a breakout and breakdown kind of trade, but in this particular scanner which we can find out the lower level reversal and also higher level trend reversal after the stock and moving a rally. So we find out some trend reversal point at the top level, and the same time we are going to find out the trend reversal at the bottom level. So that we are going to create in this video the scanners, the Camarilla L5 or even R5 reversal scanners that I'm going to create here. But the one more important thing that we are going to do it on weekly basis. So let me move on to this video, and if you are not subscribing the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get a live notification. Based on this, we are going to create a scanner. So this is what a daily time frame. Okay, so I'm just using 5 minutes time frame, and this is what a daily Camarilla. And finally we find out the next day Camarilla levels also be in advance by the using a particular scanner like next day pivot point. It is not mine, so I find out this one on a TradingView platform. So it will automatically plot you the next day pivot levels. So that is happening here, and that was a great move. So here I just going to use a weekly time frame. So how to change that weekly time frame? Simply go to check the scanner, and here you can see the daily, and I can make it weekly. So whatever the level, that will showing you the weekly levels on the chart. So here is about Atul, so whatever it may be, so the level L4, L5 and R4, sorry, R4, yeah, R4, and previous one is R5, and this is R3, and this is L3. So based on that, or R3 or S3, whatever. Okay, so what I'm going to just plan in this video. So this L5, the market has started moving down, and one point of the time it tried to take a huge support at this bottom and recovered back. So even if you have seen this stock, it's 3 times it tried to bounces back. So I'm going to find out this point of time. This is the area where I'm going to looking for a buy reversal, but this 3 times, 2 times got it rejected from the bottom, and third time it broken down and slightly moving down, and this time it zooms. So this is the area which we are going to use our charting scanner. By using our charting scanner, the customized indicator, we are going to find out L5 reversal. That is what a trend reversal. And but we are not going to take an intraday. If you are following for an intraday in a daily time frame, we may be getting a lot of stocks to take a trade. So I don't want to take a lot of stocks. I need a 1 or 2 stocks is good enough for to finding a such a opportunity. Okay, so that how we can create on our scanner. So first we will go for a charting dashboard. How you hope you understand, it's a weekly time frame. Okay, so the last week time frame and next week time frame will be automatically changed. For example, if I'm go for 30 minutes, this is what weekly time frame. Okay, you got it now. So weekly Camarilla levels. Next week also be possible, but I think it's in this code. Daily time frame only it's showing you. Okay, weekly. We are plotting the next day Camarilla 2s2, and daily only it is showing you, and visibility all the time frame we are given, but only in weekly. So it is the previous week only it is calculating, but in daily it will show you. But I am just going for a taking the weekly time frame. Okay, so by using a weekly time frame, the stock is beaten down, and I try to find out the stock which is recovering from the lowest level with the small stop loss. That is what the main concept, which is small stop loss I want to find out the entry opportunity. So let me go to our chartings dashboard. Simply we are going to create a scan and just go for a scan. Already we made a customized indicator, and based on that we are going to make use of it. Okay, so what I'm simply going to use, weekly time frame I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm just using 30 minutes time frame. So the latest open price on 30 minutes time frame. So I'm just using 30 minutes candle for a smaller stop loss, and I'm using weekly Camarilla level. Weekly Camarilla S5 levels to breakout or a trend reversal on Camarilla S5, that I'm going to find out. So already we are creating Camarilla. It's opening here. Sorry, it must be less than, and Camarilla S5. So it is a major support, and here I'm just go to 1 week ago. Simply that scanner will tell you what are the stocks open above Camarilla S5 in 30 minutes time frame, and the same time I'm going to use the open close. The Camarilla 1 week ago is greater than, must be the higher level. Okay, so I just use the run button so we don't get any stocks, and we need to save this for a back test. I'm just going to do the back test with the tested name and submit it. So there is no stocks recently. We find out in a back test we have a very few number of stocks. Maybe in the last two, I think in the June 23rd on this week we got a lot of stock, but recently last week we have a very few number of stocks. Instead of getting many stocks, very few number of stocks good enough to take a trade. So this week started on 3rd July, we don't get any stocks on 3rd July, and 5 7. So I think 3 days back we got a Dixon. So let me go to check the Dixon on weekly time frame. What exactly the condition which you are looking for? Yeah, that is what exact condition. So it's about from here, this particular candle, the week is started from this candle, and from, if you are looking at the weekly Camarilla levels, this is what a resistance, R3. Market is open in between S3 and R3, S3 and L3, and it was taken a resistance at this point, and gradually it moving down and gap down one day, and suddenly touches back, and L5 level market is taken as support. So as per our scanner in a 30 minutes time frame, that was given you the 1145 candle. So 1145 candle where it is here. So you can see that 1145 candle, exactly it is open below and closed above the R5 level. So look at this candle. And this candle 11:45 to 12 o'clock, 12:15 candle, we started below 4180 and low 78 and high is 79. So this is what my expected very small stop loss at this candle. I'm just focusing this particular candle. The higher level of this candle is somewhere around 4197, 4197 and 4178. This is what my entry point, 4197 and 4178. So if you're calculating the risk for the trade, if I'm making a trade at high of that particular candle, I'm just keeping the stop loss below the low. So maybe I'm just going to 97, exactly 19 points. It's my risk. So maybe I will place the candle low as a stop loss, or even the recent low, because I'm just expecting after the market down, I'm finding at a low level buy. Main concept is to buy at a very low. So here is my next candle given you entry, but not, stop loss is not triggered. Meanwhile, it went up to 4225. If you are making that more than 30 points, 1 is to 1.5. But what ultimate target which I'm focusing for, that L4. So from L5 now L4 is reached. So we need very minimum stop loss which I taken, and this is what a very big, and 4281 market reaches to near about 4281. So almost 100 point with a 20 point risk. Such a thing, I just using the scanner, I'm simply filtering out how to find out that particular scenario. So this is the stock which given you the better opportunity after making the low below to that R4, sorry, L5. After that, it crossed above L5. I'm expecting that can be going to reach that level of L8. L4. So that is what a gap. And if I'm keeping the stop loss, maybe at that day it touches the level, but because it is a opening, so maybe it may not be chances to trigger, and it went higher. The positional trader, or I'm keeping equity holder, but if I'm keeping a recent low, it cannot be triggered. Okay. So what is another stock which we triggered? Again, same stock 115. Here is the candle again 115, that high and the same candle low. Again, it moves over, and the same stock which came and again and again. So first time entry only you can take. Again 915 of next day. So this is what a 915 of the next day open below that R5. Open below the S5 and reaches to the R5 very immediately. But I don't want to take it because already the stock reaches the level, right? We got an entry, first time entry if it is, and it should be the better entry. Okay, so after that, any other stock? Here is the someone different stock. What was that? Atul. Okay, on weekly time frame, Atul India, where the trigger is happening, maybe here at this point. Okay, that one got. You look at this weekly level. So when did it happen? 11:15 on 6/7. Initially, it came down and rejected 2 times. I don't want it. But at this point, where the 11:15 on 6th July, yeah, 11:15. So this is what a candle where exactly that find out that particular pattern which forming 11:15 candle open below the L5. L5 reversal, simply L5 and closed above L5. So close open and now reaching to that R5. Sorry, L5. L4, L4. Okay, so from L5 to L4, so very small risk with the candle low as a stop loss that was not triggered. Maybe some trades which can be triggered, but very limited risk, and we are expecting the higher profit. That will help us to make profit. And Atul, one more stock here in the blue color, Bandhan Bank. The time is around 145. So I'm taking about weekly time frame, very less number of stocks. If I are using daily time frame, you will be getting a lot of stocks, but weekly that should be very limited stock. Yeah, Bandhan Bank, this is what a Bandhan Bank, and maybe around 145. Yeah, exactly the first time. So initially it break down and it was trading a huge candle which is trading at this point. 145 is the trigger, and I'm just keeping the stop loss below, but still may not be triggered. Here the same stop loss of 227. Here also the same price which came 28.13, and this low is 28.35. So exactly the same level. We also having buffer our previous candle low, very small, 27. Now still in the same range. Maybe whether it is going to reach the weekly level or not, we'll check that. But minimum movement from that point is not a big thing, not a big move, but still it is not achieved the target. But even though if it is triggers our stop loss very small amount, we can take a risk. And if it is reaches our target, there is a huge one which we can focus for. And again, this one, Pause Industries on 6/7. 6/7. Yeah, here is the one 145, correctly 245. Here is the time, yeah, 245 exactly open below and is here, and this time it triggers our R4. But if you are taking the trade at this point, your risk is very big. If I'm taking a trade at this point, I'm taking a huge risk because it was around 37,000 and 36,000 below is my stop loss. My R4 level is 37,165. Okay, very few number of target for comparing to the R4, but if I'm taking an entry, risk is big. So simply I can avoid such a kind of trade. Okay, or if you are taking entry, so you can trial, and it went up to S3 level from L5 to L3. There is a confusion. Camarilla L level, okay, lower level and higher level. Lower level 3, it reaches from there and again it return back. So rejection. Okay, but we are tracking for a first time entry opportunity that was given you. So that is what another one more stock in weekly time frame. If I'm just changing that a daily time frame, you will be getting a lot of stocks. So tracking a lot of stocks is not possible. And intellectual is the one more stock. What is happening? Intellectual. Intellectual, here there is a perfect reversal, and I was finding out a trade opportunity after this particular lower level, and this point of time to 12:15 candle. Look at this, exactly 7/7 12:15. And this is what a scanner which tell you the stock. And maybe this low is my stop loss, and if I'm keeping the entry point here, so this is what my simply L4 is my target and L5 is my trend reversal. So we are trying to buy the stock at lowest level. And if you know any other modification or any other changes over this particular scanners, and let me update on the chat box or comment box. And if I'm going to focus for, and finally we have a very few number of stock. Last one is about Marico. So go for a Marico. That, yeah, it may be a failure. At this point, it given you around 521. Maybe the stop loss is around 500. But if you're tracking the same stock, will sure it will be going to give you opportunity. Again, here you can see there is a reversal. And after 2 days later, it moves down. And I'm just focusing on lower level buy. Okay. So in the next video, we can talk about higher level reversal, H5 reversal from top to bottom. Okay. Here we are seeing the bottom to top. And the next video we can discuss about and daily time frame. If you are using for a daily time frame, so let me go for a weekly. That means weekly pivot we are using. 1 day pivot we are using 1 day ago. Okay, so maybe even 15 minutes is good enough. But you will be getting a lot of stock. If you're getting a lot of stocks, which one to use is that is a big issue. Okay, only quality stocks. But again, you can track how many stocks. You can see the list of stock in intraday. If you find that much of stock, it's quite not easy. And this time around 11:45, BEL, Bharat Forge, Voltas, lot of stock. So BHEL, Bharat Forge, Voltas, that should be a daily time frame. Okay, so if you are going to change that time frame as a daily. So if you are changing the daily, the levels are completely changed for a daily one. So first one is BEL, sorry, BHEL. BHEL at this point around 11:45. Yeah, this is also reaching that intraday. Okay, that's okay. And Bharat Forge in the same time frame, we have a lot of stock. Bharat Forge, this time it is 11:45, maybe here 11:45, that was triggers your stop loss, but it doesn't give you the breakout over that high. So maybe a stop loss. Okay, and Voltas, GNFC, you can backtest this. Maybe a workout. Okay, Voltas, that is not giving you around 11:45. This is the candle, but it was given you, and it may be a stop loss. And it a daily time frame comparing to the weekly support and resistance more stronger than daily. That is the reason I was using the weekly time frame, and daily also you can use it. And this is what the scanner which simply finding out, and we can add and more many more ideas to that. And if you have any other idea also, you can share with me. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you so much. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe. And there is a weekly S5 reversal. That is the simple scanner we made it. Thank you so much.